Hello League of Legends fans, and welcome back to Game 2 of this High School Star League match between Liverpool High and Colonel High. My name is Knight, and I am joined by none other than Crusader Kitten.
Hey guys, glad to be here to get into Game 2. So far, 1-0 in favor of Liverpool. And if things go remotely close that last game, it's going to be a 2-0. Which will be the end of the match. If Liverpool hold up, never mind. We see the first invade already coming out, so this could end up like the last game. But no hard CC coming out of the side of Liverpool. Gonna force the flash out of Sir Cheesington.
Alright, so once again we see no wards coming down from Colonel High. They dropped the one ward at the very end there, making the same exact mistake as last time. And then they're continuing to face check bushes there. They didn't have a ward in that bush, and Nidalee decided to face check it, and that could have easily been a first blood again. Those are mistakes that you just cannot continue to make. Luckily for them, though, this time, it doesn't end in 2 kills. This
is very true. They at least got out alive, unlike the last time we saw this. So, you know, that's a good start.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see how it progresses on as we get into the game. How the matches work here for the High School Star League. If it's a 2-0, winning team gets 3 points. If it's a 1-1, both teams get 1 point. So it's the 2-game match system used by OGN or LCK, I suppose it is now.
Yeah, so it's the same way that the Korean League works, and obviously whatever happens in Korea is the best. So we need a copy here. Hopefully the LCS will start using the point system as well, because I think it is really effective. And it's really fun.
Yeah. So, we are going to be seeing...
Yeah, so I'll dissect the matches a little bit. So in the bottom lane, we have a Tristana and Nami versus the Kalista Braum lane. Some action coming out in the middle, but I don't think either side is going to fall here. But this matchup is actually pretty even. Now, the new Tristana is much stronger in the early laning phase than the old Tristana. The payoff, though, or the difference maker, is that she doesn't quite scale as well into the late game as the old Tristana does. So you have a little bit more power early, a little bit less power late. On the other side, we have a Kalista. Kalista has been picking up a lot of popularity since her passive got fixed. And a lot of pro players have been playing Kalista.
Oh my gosh, Zatcher in the middle lane! Onto Alex is cool! Picks up the first blood and looks like he'll escape with this life. Very, very low though, gets the knock of not cool, so he should be able to get away after that. And they pick away the Nidalee from him. Mr. Early is running Nidalee right now. And we're just saying he picks up Yasuo, and that's another champion that's pretty strong.
Yeah, Yasuo's been a lot weaker since he got nerfed, and we haven't seen him played a lot in the LCS. We did see Huawei Zhao try and play him last week in NA-LCS. It did not work out too well for him. But it is cool to see it played here, and it's most likely going to work out this game.
Yeah, they have some pretty nice team fight potential coming out of Liverpool. They have the knockup. Oh, that can come out of Lysandra. Can come out of Kalista's ultimate. Also has the Braum Glacial Fisher. And then we have some AoE stuns coming out from Sejuani.
Yeah, Braum works very well with the Yasuo mid because he has the knockup from his ultimate as well as the knockup from the Kalista also. That works very well. So they have some synergy coming down.
Yeah, and I'm just excited to see young Dusty on Kennen because, who plays Kennen anymore? Yeah. Pretty much nobody.
I honestly think Kennen is one of the hidden overpowered champions. He kind of saw some limelight a little bit in the past LCS split where he was kind of a flavor of the month champion for a bit, and he received a little bit of a nerf, but this last patch he actually got buffed slightly, and I think Kennen is actually one of the stronger top laners at the moment, and we'll probably see a lot of Kennen play in the future of professional play, and I think you'll probably see him more in solo queue as well, because solo queue kind of tends to play whatever they see in the LCS.
Yeah, seeing this Doran's Blade pickup makes me feel so nostalgic, because I remember this in like Season 2. Kennen Doran's Blade build, you get a lot of damage coming out from it. So far he's been doing very well up in this top lane, almost double the CS of his opponent. I mean, you're saying similar numbers from middle and bot lane in favor of Liverpool High Schools. Once again, they pick up the CS lead similar to the last game. Just not quite as bloody last game. Last game at this point, I'm pretty sure we had like 6 kills. In 6 minutes, there's already 6 kills on the board, so a little bit slower coming out. But Liverpool High School's strength, I think, is going to be in their team fights when they start coming out into team fights.
Yeah, and even in the laning phase, you can see them with the advantage in CS. And I kind of just feel like because of the skill of the players, it's going to continue snowballing.
Oh, an auto away. Take down young Dusty there. We do see a more aggressive jungler with the Tryndamere coming out from iCoolStone, not the Warwick this time. So they're switching it up, but Tryndamere jungler is not going to have a lot of CC, relying on the damage here. And the only lane with CC is this Nami lane on bottom.
Yeah, there is a very significant lack of CC coming out from the side of Colonel, and
especially when you compare.
It just goes to kind of where they are at as League of Legends players and their ability to come up with team comps. They seem to be playing with a very solo QS mentality where they're picking the champions that they kind of feel like playing in the moment. And we saw that with Warwick, we now see that with the Tryndamere pick coming out from iCoolStone.
Oh no. Bottom lane is in a lot of trouble as the game comes out. Xander's level 6, he decides to roam, picks up a kill for himself, 2 members going down. Daddy Lumpkins gets 1 for himself, and he should be able to get out. iCoolStone coming in here, I don't think you want to run into Xanter here, gonna get the spin away. Xanter will be following it up, trying to close the distance here.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to pick up the kill on Tryndamere unless Tryndamere decides to sit in the bush like that.
Yeah, decides to stop for no reason at all.
Yeah, honestly,
but
I feel
the
like
bottom lane game.
I feel like Liverpool High pulled off a very, very solid gank there coming out with the knock up from Fatty Lumpkins and then the ult from Xanter. But they probably should have picked up the dragon off of that gank instead of Xanter chasing iCoolStone into the jungle. It would have been a lot better in the long run. But they're kind of just looking for kills here, and it's not going to hurt them too much not to have the dragon, but I definitely feel like they could have had an easy dragon there. And the top lane, some aggression going down, though.
Taking some of that ultimate, but Xanter's also getting onto Alex too cool in the middle lane. Doesn't quite have the last breath up just yet, but he is still dishing out quite a bit of damage. We got top lane. CS gap has closed quite a bit, and Mr. Italy is trading even, and actually going on to Young Dusty, gets the yellow attack, doesn't get the spear, the flash away to get out. Young Dusty once again, second time he survived. He survived at such a low HP. Looks like he's gonna be throwing out Turnip Ninja onto your master, and Darmus picks up the kill.
Yeah, that is unfortunate that Mirror Master does fall in the lane while Sir Cheeson is warding, but I do have to give props to the Nami. She is setting down a lot of wards in the bottom side river.
Last breath under the tower by Xanter. Bad time because iCoolStone is here, gets the slow down, we'll be chasing after. Level 5 Tryndamere versus level 7 Yasuo. Gonna get the shield of Alex who wants to come in here, he does! And iCoolStone gets the kill, so first kill of the game for Colonel by comes sooner than the last game. They will be trading that for a dragon going over to Liverpool.
Yeah, that was a really good call by Liverpool, seeing that the mid laner and jungler were preoccupied in the top lane. They have a much stronger bot lane at the moment. Tristana had just died, so very good dragon pickup, picking up the blue afterwards. And we just see the bottom side of the map here for Liverpool High is just dominating, as well as mid lane. And when your lanes are ahead and you have that pressure, it's just such an easy game. It's one of the reasons why TSM does so well, is the pressure that Bjergsen has. In the top lane, she actually survived. Yep,
got a little bit of distance away there, so we'll be okay.
Yeah, Kitten's E was down there, so he wasn't able to block it for the last damage needed. But as I was saying, the reason why TSM is so strong is because Bjergsen does such a good job winning the mid lane.
Oh, there you go, last breath. Xanter dives in, gonna take a lot of tower shots as he tries to exit. iCoolStone survives. But the tower mid lane will go down for the start of the game, 10 minutes in.
And now you have a ton of map pressure because Colonel High no longer has that mid lane tower to kind of run back to. It makes dragon fights riskier, it makes getting your own buffs riskier, and it really just turns the pressure completely in Liverpool High's favor. And the game is just getting harder and harder for Colonel High, and they really need to do something because what they're currently doing is not working.
Mr. Italy in a bit of trouble. Gonna get stunned off by Young Dusty. Should be able to get this kill. He tries to jump back in and doesn't quite close the gap in time.
Jumping back in was not the right decision there. It almost looked like Nidalee was going to be able to escape. Italy did a good job popping a health pot at the beginning of that fight, and because of that she almost lived, but in the end she decided to suicide instead of running away.
Alright, Cool Stone coming up for Young Dusty's answer. Meanwhile, trying down to Alex Too Cool, but Alex Too Cool does get some nice damage down. Naka coming through, but here is the Ignite being dropped by Alex Too Cool's answer. Tries to get out of this one, but down, right back down at the directed camera key switcher. Young Dusty getting chased after by Cool Stone. Tries to get out of this one, does get the speed buff. Here comes the spin away, the slow coming down as well, and right down to bottom lane now. They just don't want to finish any of these fights. A nice highway coming across, won't be enough. Batty Lumpkins gets a kill, gets the stun to be your master, and Jarmus picks it up. 7-1 now.
Yeah, there was so much action going on right there. The directed camera had no idea where to focus.
The top lane and the middle lane both are mounting to no kills despite lots of people getting low.
Yeah, so both
now middle lane might be a little bit bloody as iCoolStone does come in here. Alex Too Cool jumping again to catch up. Dancer is trying to play around the wind wall and dash away. iCoolStone looks like he may still want to keep going. Xanter has the last breath. I'm not too sure if he wants to do this one.
Yeah, iCoolStone doesn't have ult up.
Doesn't even need it.
And not having ult as a Trinity with that low health against a Yasuo that already has Static Shiv, that's not a fight you want to try to take. Now, if iCoolStone had ult, then yeah, fighting that would have been a wonderful idea. But in that situation, he should have just ran back to his own base. But he tempted fate, and he came out behind. So we see some pink wards now in the bottom side river for Liverpool High. They're starting to get that map control. They're starting to get the vision advantage, and they know where Colonel High is now, no matter where they are. They even saw the bot lane of Colonel High doing the grump there, and they're gonna both die here, 100%.
Yeah, this is not much they can do about this one. Trying to jump away, but there's nowhere for them to run except towards the enemy's base. So Slow's coming in, getting over the wall is Punk Ninja. There's a stun coming out, and that will be a double kill coming in.
Yeah, and that's
now 4-0.
Well, the fight coming in the top lane now as well.
Yeah, Mr. Italy with Young Dusty, but Mr. Italy not looking too good there.
Yeah, so that is just the type of pressure that having mid lane tower gives. The bot lane of Colonel High had the misconception that because they were in their side of the jungle, they were safe, but when you don't have that mid tower and you don't have that bot tower, holy crap, that burst coming down.
Wow.
But when you don't have those towers, you don't have the pressure. It's no longer your
Young Dusty
jungle.
Pushing up too much. Obstacle comes out, and they pick up the kill quickly. 11-2, so they get 2 kills on the board. Much better than the last game, but how long can they hold out? Maybe this time they won't go down 17 minutes. How long do you think they can last?
I don't know. I think this game will go in about 22 minutes probably, and it's a lot more. It's a lot evener than the last game was. Evener, is that a word? I'm not sure, but it's a lot closer than the last game was, despite the fact that it is still a very large stump. And because I say this game is closer and this game is so one-sided, it just goes to show how much of a stomp it was last game.
Yeah. I was just amazed somehow somebody died and I completely missed it. Inside Liverpool. They lost 1 member.
Yeah, it's possible the directed camera just didn't see it, but now Colonel High isn't even safe under their own towers. They're not grouped up.
And Xanter just doesn't care, but he might have to start caring because he's surrounded. Gets the last breath going down. He is gonna go down. Doesn't even get a kill for himself off of that one. But oh, it's the Glacial Fisher from Tom's Ninja that picks up the kill. Alex Too Cool Gets under the tower, and now they're getting out to Darmus. They're a little bit too low, a little bit over-aggressive here. And will this be a 4th kill coming down? Yes, it will. Alex is cool. But here comes the cannon ultimate, trying to get the slice and damage down. Darmus picks up a kill. Gonna be able to pick up a second one here. It's a double kill for him and a single kill for Young Dusty.
I can't even say how poorly played that was by Liverpool, but they're so far ahead that it doesn't even matter. They still come out on top. And that's one of those plays that if the game had been any closer would have been a massive throw by Liverpool and would have given Colonel High a chance to come back. But because they're already so far behind, anything Liverpool does at this situation, at this point in the game, is just going to turn out well. They can do no wrong at this point.
So, Dragon's up. This is going to be a fairly easy Dragon take by Liverpool High School. And 6 towers to 0. It's a 13,000 gold lead. 16 minutes in.
Yeah, this is either the 2nd or 3rd dragon that's being picked up here. Sadly, the replay thing is not showing it, but oh my goodness, Nami face checking a bush way out of the control by herself, and she does fall.
Oh, this is Xanter chasing after that cool stone. Gets the last breath onto 1. Doesn't quite get the kill just yet. Won't be able to find it. Now onto Medium Master. And picks up the double kill. Alex is cool chasing after some prayer, which is Fatty Lumpkins, but he's gonna get sunned up. Young Dusty picks it up. Now Xander's still hanging around, and oh, there's the spear. Gets a taste of his own medicine.
Oh man. Both teams should be grouped up here, but neither team is. And because of that, Liverpool is getting all of the advantages because they win all of the 1v1 skirmishes. Now, if Colonel had been grouped up as 5, if they were moving as a unit and finding Liverpool in these like 1v, 2v5 situations, they could be winning fights and they could be trying to come back. But because they're fighting Liverpool in the 1v1, 2v2 skirmishes, they're losing all the fights.
Don't do it! What are you doing, Icoston? No. Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this camera is absolutely distracting. What's on Callisto?
Yeah, it kind of jumps around a bit more.
How do the players do this?
I guess they don't play with lock screen.
This is very true. Well, how do the Bronze 5 players do this? Lock screen is like, okay, anyway, Mr. Italy gonna get taken down. Darmus with the kill.
How do the Bronze players
how do the Bronze
play
5
anything?
players play Callisto?
Oh,
That's
man. The question, the answer is they just play at a Bronze 5 level.
It's like they don't even use the passive, they're just gonna stand in one place.
No, honestly, they do, but it's okay. I mean, all to his own. You play the best of your own ability, and you continue to improve no matter where you're at.
Darmus is taking the tire. That's it up, comes from just legendary now, 10-0. This is gonna be the tire going down. And Xanter. Oh, that's a good somewhere. 18 minutes in, they have gotten slower from their last game. I think there's a few sloppy plays.
Yeah, so I called 22 minutes. I think I might be pretty close to spot on here.
Yeah, well, we are seeing. Might even be earlier if they're able to pick up the next 3 wins. I mean, next 3 teamfight wins. But they're taking a lot of tower shots. They're taking a lot of tower lasers. So maybe it will happen. I see Ocean coming in, landing on this spectacularly like 2 people right there. Gonna be getting onto Icoston. However, it's this double kill coming in for his answer with Tornado, Cyclone, win thing.
Yeah, if there was Fantasy LCS for the High School Star League, I already have a few players that I would have picked up here.
I think 850 teams are too much for a fantasy.
whoever had to set up that site would have a lot of work that have to do every week.
I mean, the advantage is that like you'll never have a shortage of good players taken, probably.
That's true. Every single week there would be people getting hundreds of points.
You'll never be stuck with like. I don't even want to know. Like, I don't even want to talk about my like HSL LCS Fantasy League, the LCS Fantasy League with the HSL stuff. Like, my team is just terrible. I troll picked because I was like, I'm gonna have fun and pick shorter racing players because they're high school Star League players. And they're in for week 1, and then they all picked serious. And I was like, come on, guys.
Well, at least they did good for the week that they were in.
Yeah, they did, but I still lost because Yeah, I lost because Cloud9 was like, oh god, it was atrocious. Cloud9 points in the first game. But this is going to be looking like the game. I don't think it's going to be 22 minutes quite there.
I don't know. I don't know if they can end. They're all really low. No, they can end. Never mind.
No,
what am I saying?
And only two members left alive for Colonel Secondary. Unless Young Destiny gets in a bit of trouble. Like, Knight gets dropped down by Alex Too Cool, but that was a lot of stuff. Darmus hasn't even been attacking champions like for the past minute, I feel like. He's been trying to take down these towers, but now he starts getting on the switch. Gets the kill, and now gets in on Superhero Master. That's going to be an easy one for him. A double kill coming in. Can he get more, or does he want to go for more?
No, the real question here is the game going to last another minute?
Yeah, so your prediction could be right. Alright, Coolstone. Gonna get taken down. Who does the kill go to? It's none other than, oh, never mind. A Die Bridge coming in. No kill to us yet. Teleport coming in. What is the camp switches to Dwani?
Don't end! Don't end for 50 seconds!
I don't know why the camera switches to Dwani, but it's gonna be the game going down. Liverpool High School picking up 2-0 against Colonel by Secondary. And we can end the game, rest assured, knowing that Fatty Lumpkins picked up that blue buff.
Yeah, the blue buff pickup was definitely very important for the match victory there. Might not have been able to end that one without blue. Oh man.
Alright, so that's going to be the first. What a great first match to see for the High School Star League.
Yeah, 2-0 in favor of Liverpool High. Props to them. They played very well. Two very one-sided matches, and that's 3 points to them.
Yeah, you just never quite know what you'll get when you watch High School Star League games. Guys, thanks for watching. We're going to be getting into another match today fairly soon. Before we go, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Twitch, Newegg, Rockcat, MSI, Jinx Apparel, and Loot Crate for helping support our $35,000 in college scholarships to the top teams across our leagues for League of Legends, Dota 2, StarCraft 2, and Hearthstone. If you want to find out more information, check out the High School Star League on our website at hsstarleague.com. Also our Facebook and Twitter, HS Star League, and our YouTube, youtube.com/High School Star League. If you like the casting, it's been Crusader Kingdom by Night. You can find
so many links.
.com/Crusader Kingdom. By Night, where can we find you?
You can find me at twitter.com/legendbynight. But yeah, we will be right back. In the meantime, enjoy the music.